Hello, football enthusiasts. Welcome to Blaqsport Podcast. I am your host, like always, Tuche, and I'm still on the wheel to take you through what is happening in the African Cup of Nations 2025, happening live in Morocco. This is the last day of the African Cup of Nations, which is March day 19 of the African Cup of Nations. And just to let you know, Senegal is the champions of Africa. This is a wonderful and glorious moment for the nation of Senegal, winning the African Cup of Nations for the second time, with Sadio Mane winning both of them. This marks the final tournament for Sadio Mane as he clinched the trophy of the African champion. Big congratulations to the people of Senegal. Like you all know, today is the day everyone has been anticipating of what is going to be the outcome. And make no mistake, it came with lots of drama, which we are going to dive into right now. So this game actually ended in a 1-0 in favor of Senegal against Morocco in the extra time, after having a 90 minutes open play with lots of drama at the extra time. Now, this game was so tight. In as much as we had the Senegalese side being so confident with the ball, having also good possession with the ball, it was quite a very tight game because both teams are good in defense and also very little in attack. I'll give their defenders big kudos in this game because they happened to nip everything at the ball before it became so dangerous. It was really an very, very competitive game. This is one of the best matches we've seen. Actually, we expected this since the semi-finals. It has been a very, very tight game, winning by the lone goal or even into penalties. I expected this game to actually end in penalties, but it was so close, especially when the Senegal went up towards a few minutes to the end of the first half, but that was disallowed due to the infringement that people actually consider soft, but that was the game. So that was actually blown right clear, and VAR did not intervene to actually call the referee to check. But it was a soft touch. Many will call it soft, but we all know there was an infringement which led at the build-up of the game, which why the goal was disallowed. Not just not too long after that was disallowed, we entered into the extra time. Just a minute for the extra time to be completed, and there was an infringement involving Brahim Diaz, which the penalty was called after the referee went for a VAR check. Everything went loose. I would say the norm and the normality of the stadium went into total uproar that even wanted the Senegalese team to leave the pitch. They were all ensured to leave the pitch because they believed that they were really unjustly awarded the penalty against their favor after being after their own goal being chopped out by a really soft touch. It actually goes for debate, but we all know when the ref actually spoken, his word is his bond. But that actually sticks. After like 10 minutes, the players left the pitch. Sadio Mane interceded. It was an ugly event because we've never seen anything like this before, whereby a penalty was awarded and the players refused to carry on seeking for redress, and this was absolutely uncalled for. In as much as it came back to normality after Mane and his team came back to the pitch, and the penalty was awarded as the initial to be taken, only for Ibrahim Diaz to try to go for a penalty that was wasteful, that actually flew into the hands of Mandy, and the rest was history. This became a very, very critical moment. It's really Brahim Diaz, who had a very, very wonderful run throughout this tournament, whom I was rooting for to be the best player of the tournament. It was too bad that was the time that the Moroccan side could have sealed this victory once and for all. That was the last kick of the 90 minutes to wrap it up a win for them. But like we all know, in football, you win some, you lose some. And this was the time for Brahim Diaz to win his. It was really, really a difficult moment for him and an emotional one. You know that there was lots of pressure built up to this penalty, even with Mandy interfering with the game. We also saw how Mandy actually frustrated Brahim Diaz 3 times before he actually played the penalty. And also coming from how the build up to this penalty kick, the difference, the total disorganization, and the referee lost his pitch. But all this can actually be part of why Ibrahim Diaz lost the penalty. But people actually say that penalty was actually uncalled for in such a serious game. He was trying to be a little bit cocky in this situation, going for a full penalty when you need that win to seal the trophy and become the champions of Africa. Now, many will say that will come back to hunting, but that actually became the case when Guyi went through with a powerful shot to find the back of the net at the 96 minutes in the extra time. That was what everyone was clamoring for, because that was the change in the game. That was what divided the winners from the losers. That was the moment that Senegal clinched the title of the champions of Africa. African Cup of Nations, 19 days of serious excruciating moments with weather, with lots of different setbacks. Senegal is the champions of Africa for the second time. This is a time we say very big thank you to everyone who participated in this competition. Is something that we all expected. It's too bad that we ended in a very ugly situation, but we all know that it was a good game. This was the first time in a long time I can see the African competition was really apart. Each team actually play as if they're playing against their equals. It was really a fight of the Titans, and we all enjoyed the game from the start of the tournament, from the group stage down to Senegal cleaning the trophy. And Senegal have actually been one of the favorites, being having one of the most decorated squad. They actually live to expectation, and it's interesting to see that both nations will actually be going into the World Cup. That means a lot is expected of these two nations. They actually put the whole Africa on standstill in the continent, and they actually exhibited pure class. I will gladly say that Senegal, the champions of Africa, has actually made the nation proud. We got the game, we saw it, and they actually conquered. Now, I will see that there's been a whole lot of I said this last time regards the officiating and the way this game ended. Too bad this is how this game was going to be ending today, but there's still a whole lot to be improved by the officiating and how VR is being used in this tournament. Last tournament was quite an improvement, but this, it seems as we're actually going some few steps back. This is a place where I expect the federation to look into and see how we can actually harness this and actually provide more quality and audited tournaments in the coming days. We need to talk about this, and I'm really certain that the CAF president actually doing all he can to make sure this does not repeat, because it was really an embarrassment to see how everybody was complaining about the officiating. Every team, a whole lot of nations actually put in some complaint. It's quite an ugly thing to see in a very competition in high quality performance that these nations actually put out here, that officiating will be something that everybody won't trust. This is something they need to circle back. As we actually start for the next African Cup of Nations, we expect this not to actually be a repeat, and we have more wonderful officiating in the coming competition. It's also good to know that Bona, the Moroccan goalkeeper, won the Golden Glove, and Sadio Mane won the Player of the Tournament, with Ibrahim Diaz winning the Golden Boot. It's been an exciting tournament, and I will tell you, every team brought their A game, but only one went with the trophy, which is Senegal, being the champions of Africa for the second time. I would say big congratulations to the people of Senegal, and big congratulations to the runner-up, which is Morocco, for such a performance for the tournament. Too bad that they actually go with the trophy, but they showed so much sportsmanship. This has been an interesting tournament, and I must say I enjoyed every bit of it. In case you joined it for the first time, feel free to check out social media platforms on X, on Facebook, on IG, and also on LinkedIn, and also on podcast platforms on Spotify, on YouTube Podcast, on Amazon Podcast, on Apple Podcast, and get up to date what happened from match day 1 to match day 19. And don't forget that Blaqsport is here to find you wherever you are. I am your host, like always, Tuche, and I will say this is exactly the tournament I'm looking out for. Such an interesting one from start to finish. We enjoy high quality or performance from all players. They brought their A game, and most especially the host gave us a fantastic atmosphere, a wonderful infrastructure, and a good turf to actually have this competition. I look forward to the next one as we wait for the coming of the African Cup of Nations. I am your host, like always, Instituche. I'll see you in the next tournament. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.